Hey guys, what's going on? I haven't done a video in a while. Today I'm doing a polishing project, and it's not on any of these revolvers. It's actually on this one, and you can kind of see from the two the difference in shine. This is a Ruger GP100 that started life as a brushed stainless revolver, and I'm definitely not done. This is basically round one of polishing, but you can really kind of see that it does bring out a really good, almost mirror-like shine. And my goal here, at least today for the next few hours, is going to be trying to remove some of these, I don't know if we can see it here, but some of these stainless steel marks that are still visible at very, very close range. But you can kind of see from, afar, it does resemble almost a nickel finish if it's, from afar. But when you get up close, you can really tell. And it pretty much started life like this little performance center here. And this is more of a satin finish. I mean, it's not really by any means a brushed nickel, but it was just as dull, to put it that way. And anybody that's seen a GP100 or has one, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's coming out pretty decent. Just to give a little overview here of what we're using. We're using the Mother's Mag and aluminum polish, and this is pretty good stuff. I've been watching a couple of gun guys, and it seems to be this is the stuff to use. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit more rubbing on here, a little more polishing. I also have a Dremel. A word of caution when it comes to using Dremels or any kind of power tools on firearms is be very careful. You really don't want to nick any of the pieces of the gun with the actual Dremel, because you will scar it and then you're gonna cry. So very carefully, I'm just gonna use the Dremel in some of the small spots where I can't get polish in with my finger, like in here in this trigger area, back here in by the hammer and whatnot. And of course, if you really want to spend a lot of time on these, you can take them completely down, but this is how I'm going to do it for now. So I'll give an update here in a little while and show you some of the progress. Okay guys, so here we are after a couple minutes of buffing with the actual drill. You can see that we do have some polish on here, so it does need to be removed. Of course, you can see I can streak it, but we do have some of course, some black residue that's still happening after all the hand polish was done, because there's still some stainless, brushed stainless. There's a chemical reaction that happens with the polish and it turns black. So that is good sign that we are still getting more of a polish. This looks very dull right now, of course, because there is polish on it, but I just kind of wanted to show you my technique, and it is a safe technique. It completely depends on the person you're talking to, but we did about 3 hours of hand polishing, and then I brought in the heavy artillery here, and this is actually a buffing wheel kit by Ryobi that you can purchase at Home Depot for about $7. And the trick of this is you want to get a fat enough buffing wheel where when you push it on here, no matter really what direction you articulate the wheel in, it's not going to get any of the metal in contact with the actual gun. So as it's spinning like this on the gun, you don't have to worry about any contact. As long as you have half a brain cell and don't turn the drill like this on the gun and go real slow at a low RPM like this, you're fine. You're not gonna hurt anything. So I'm gonna keep going on this very slowly and carefully, and see if we can't get a little bit more of a mirror shine out of this GP100. Okay, let's go on ahead and remove some of this polish here. Keep it in frame here so you guys can see this. I'm going to go ahead, and I started rubbing here, but we'll start taking off some of this polish on camera, and you can really see after a little bit of the wheel that we're getting a good high gloss, high luster shine on here. And really, there's no secret to it. There's no magic pill really for getting it to do this, except for, of course, taking your time. You want to make sure that you're not rushing things and being careless with the drill and stuff, because again, if you're not careful with it, you are going to screw up your gun. So you definitely want to make sure that you're taking your time. So as we see there, we can really see we're getting, you know, a high mirror finish off of this, and it's really polishing up nice. And the more polishing you do, the better it's going to get, because you're smoothing out that metal, and you're making a almost like wet sanding a paint job. You're not going to do any harm unless you slip with the drill, or you know, you're careless with how you hand rub it. So this is definitely a process that is not fast. It's going to take you probably, if you do it right, it's going to take you multiple days, because you're never going to be happy with it until it's perfect. So you really want to, you know, take your time on it. So now let's do some close-up action here. We can really see the shine we're getting off of that there. It's really a high luster. And if we flip the gun over, see, we didn't do the bottom yet. So actually, this is actually a good thing to show you guys. Ran the buffer here, and we still got some more polishing to do, but you can see it's shinier here than it is back here, because I didn't run it back here yet. So you really get the brushed look still here. But up here, where it's shiny right there, you can really see, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can really see that it did get it. So here's the other side that we didn't hit with the wheel yet. And that's just hand polish, and there is, you know, there's more to be desired than here. You get a lot more shine. So hand polishing is awesome, but if you can go one further and you have the time and patience, go ahead and get the drill and get going. And of course the Dremel for the small nooks and crannies, but that'll be later. But anyway, I just wanted to show you a quick and dirty of how that's going down. And if we can turn the yellow light off here and just use the natural light, you really get the effect. And that's just, to me, you know, what was this, a $600 gun, $700 gun? I don't know, I can't remember. I've had it for a while now, but this damn thing shoots awesome. It's dead on accurate, and it's just, there's no reason why it shouldn't get the treatment here, because it's just definitely proven itself to be a really great firearm. So we got, of course, more work to do here. You know, this side definitely needs to be done next. You can see some of the stainless, the brushed stainless there going on. Here, you know, we're pretty good. So I'll run the wheel on this a few more times. Bring out any brushed stainless that I haven't already gotten. Rotate the cylinder around, of course, and really give it the business here. So, yep, and if you guys are wondering, I took the rubber grip off of this GP100 and replaced it with this. I can't remember the brand. This was picked up off of eBay, I think, but it really complements the gun well. It definitely, you know, makes it look good here. Let me see if I can get any different lighting here by shutting that light off. I'm just trying to get the natural light for you guys to see. But it really is coming out good. And there's a couple videos of guys doing this, and I know my videos tend to run long, but I don't know, like when I'm watching the video and I'm trying to, you know, really figure out how to do something, I like to see everything, all the, you know, the whole process. If there are any screw ups, you know, let's take a look at those too. So, you know, I'm not trying to take any credit away from anybody else that's doing these videos, because that's where I got the idea from, but you definitely want to pick yourself up some of this stuff. This is the Mother's Mag and Aluminum Polish, and it does do a number on the gun, for sure. So I'll keep on doing a little bit more. Maybe I'll actually, well, I have it in frame here. I'm going to show you kind of how I do this here. So I have my drill and my Mother's, and I'm just going to kind of slowly rotate that, pick up some of the polish on the actual buffing wheel, and it's just real simple. I just kind of, get this in frame here, I just kind of set it on there nice and light and just roll it nice and slow, like this. Get the polish all up on there. Get it in here, keeping my angle right, and then I'll give it a little speed. And that's all there is to it. You just want to really work that buffing wheel into all the little areas of the gun, all the little corners. Make sure there's no spot that you miss. Make sure that drill doesn't slip off. And the trick is, you know, I have the Nikita here, or Makita, where I have the variable speed, so I can really kind of regulate how fast I want this to spin. I'm not going to sit here and run it at full power and risk slipping off the gun just to save some time. So it's definitely a hobby. Take your time. Okay, I just want to show you a spent wheel here. So this wheel is losing its flexibility and it's starting to become hard. And this is not what you want to happen. So once you get this much black and grime in here, you want to switch to a new wheel. And this is how the wheel started life here. It's about twice the size as the one that we've used. And this wheel was used up on just one side of the Revolver for only about 5 to 10 minutes. So you want to make sure you have enough of these on hand. So if you want to buy 1 or 2 or maybe 3 kits, go ahead and do so, or pick yourself up some of these wheels. Now these are Chinese wheels. These things are made in China. So I'm sure some of you good metal workers out there will know of a better material and a better quality buffing wheel. But for the average Joe, these do work, but again, they're cheap. They leave these little things all over the place, and you do want to change them out pretty frequently. Okay, here's a little bit more of the process, and I just want to kind of show you guys these cheap wheels and how much thread they throw everywhere. So all I'm doing now is I'm doing a little bit of barrel work. So we're just running the drill probably about half power right here on the barrel. You see the threads kind of flying off of there. So all we're doing is just a nice, even, you want to make sure you get all the gun. And then for this area here, I turn the drill this way and I get in here. And no, it does not create crosshatch marks because I'm not going super fast and I'm using a lot of compound. I'm not letting the wheel dry out. So anyway, that's a little bit more of the process there. Okay, here is the aftermath of the high-speed polisher. And you can really see that we got it as almost as good as it's gonna get. I mean, I'm sure if you wanted to spend another few days on it, you could probably get almost all the metal lines out of it. But it did come out pretty good. Get a shot of it this way. It refracts a lot of light. It looks real. It looks much better in the hand. Yeah, it shines the light real good. So if you guys want to do this polishing job yourself at home, just remember you want to take your time and use quality products. Make sure you don't scratch your gun at all. Luckily I did not on mine. And let's just give a little compare and contrast here. Throw that down next to it and you can really see the difference. That's a satin finish with a brushed barrel and brushed cylinder. And there's our polished. So you can really see a difference there. Okay, here's a better example here. We all know the Ruger oh Jesus Christ, Ruger Mark III, brushed stainless, and then we have our polish job here. So you can see it's a much different finish than the brush, and this is exactly how this gun started off. You'll see that it's just the dull, not a lot of refraction there in comparison to that, which basically throws all the light. So just another compare and contrast if you guys are trying to debate on if it's really, you know, that much of a difference. Should I do this? Absolutely. I mean, if you got the brains to do something like this, you definitely do it. I mean, there's no reason why not. And this is a the SR 1911, which, I mean, I guess you could call it a brushed finish. This is definitely a lot more brushed than this. This is almost a satin, kind of like that. So I would say, I mean, all in all, you're gonna basically, you can really tell the difference with this one in comparison to the others. So anyway, guys, long video, a lot of segments, but hopefully you guys kind of get the idea that there's just no reason why you shouldn't do this to your stainless guns if they're not super collectible. You know, I mean, a GP100, these things are everywhere, but it's definitely just gives it a lot more appeal. So thanks for watching my videos, and I appreciate you guys subscribing. I'm going to try to do these as frequent as possible. Got quite a bit of guns to do some reviews on and whatnot. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.